How we doing, everyone? Welcome back to another edition of FSI's PGA Preview. We are doing the weekend plays for the Arnold Palmer Invitational. 2 rounds have been very fun so far. We've had a lot of cool cut sweats. We were really sweating the Burns and Cam Davis sweat this week at FSI. Unfortunately, we didn't get the right situation for us. Cam Davis couldn't make a putt to save his life, and then Burns with an epic collapse. First 2 rounds at the end of his nine, he just crumbled. I mean, we did see someone like Hatton come back from down, over five and then go five under, storm his way back even into some slight contention heading into the weekend because it's make or miss here at Arnold Palmer. There's a lot of places you can get in some danger, a lot of water, a lot of just bad corners you could take on these big dog legs. But it's going to be a fun weekend ahead. The conditions look like they're going to get a little worse. So we're going to be targeting, guys that have been striking the ball really well, maybe even guys that, can really get it up and down around the greens. So going to be keying on some of those type of golfers. And let's get into it. 10K, we have Rory at 10-4. He shot 6 under on day one. He is gaining 5 strokes on his ball striking, 3.4 tee to green, 5.9 on the approach, and he's 5.4 on the putting green. I haven't seen Rory putt this well in a long time. He kind of struggled today, but that's expected. You're never going to, usually you don't follow up a 6 under with another 6 under unless you're Burns at Genesis. But that's what we're really hoping for this week, but we didn't get it. But Rory, I think, is a really strong play. He knows how to play in the wind. He plays really well at Arnold Palmer. So I think his weekend continues to play well for him. Next up, we have Victor Hovland at 10-2, 5.9 tee to green. He's going 2.8 around the green. He's really playing better around the green compared to last week. Last week was a course that nobody has saw. I'm going to chalk that up to Hovland having no experience there, and maybe it's just really difficult around those greens. But he's playing very better around the greens. Backed it up with four unders on 2 straight days. I really like Hovland in the ball striking. This could be where he gets his breakout win. I'm looking forward to third win in a couple of months. I'm looking forward to seeing his weekend. Bryson at 10K. This is the best I've seen off the tee from him in a very long time. 7.2 tee to green. 5.2 of that is off the tee. So he's really striking the ball well. This is a guy that's won in crazy conditions like the U.S. Open. So I don't think Bryson is going to go away. And then if his putter can get hot, look out. He's always look for a low round. Matthew Fitzpatrick, there's no reason to stop playing Matthew Fitzpatrick. This is a course he's very comfortable with, 4.2 ball striking. He's putting the ball really well. I think his big rounds continue, or low rounds continue. Sungjae Im at 9.5. He's been all putting, only one stroke gained on the approach. He hasn't really scored that many birdies, so I'm really concerned with how Im is going to do on, a weekend slate where most of it is predicated on what you do on your scorecard. I think Im could set up for a bad weekend play, but maybe a good showdown round 4 play if, he gets himself into contention. Zalatoris is just a beast. I love Willie. 4.3 ball striking, 4.5 tee to green, 3.1 on the approach. This kid's so good. Sky's the limit for him at 9.4. I still don't think that's too expensive, especially how well he can play in any conditions. He's proven a lot for being a rookie, and I really hope he has a good round in the round 3. Spieth, 93, one of the better wind players on tour, and he's going to get, into a situation where nobody's going to be doing well off the tee. Everyone's going to be having to hit in some bad lies over the weekend. I think Spieth can kind of make up ground in his own ways through the putting green, through around the greens. He's even getting 2.5 on the approach. Spieth is kind of back, and it's really fun to see. As I mentioned before about Tyrrell Hatton at 9,100, he shot 5 under to make the cut. He can't putt right now. It's unbelievable. But he did birdie 5 straight holes, and he looked like he had some momentum. I worry what the wind will do to his progress, but this is a Euro Tour player who plays in windy conditions all the time. Former winner Arnold Palmer, he can make a charge on Saturday. We've seen him do this on the Euro Tour, where he stormed to make the cut and then stormed the top of the leaderboard. So I think Hatton makes for a good play. My favorite play on the entire slate is Paul Casey at 8,900. The Englishman is well-known ball striker, pretty good in the wind. He shot 3 under today. Could have been a lot better if he would have made more putts. 6.7 on the approach. I believe that leads the field. And 6.2 tee to green. I think Paul Casey in for a big Saturday. Hopefully, I could easily see him winning this golf tournament. Corey Connors at 8,500. I wonder what the wind will do to him. But, the tee to green, 6.5. 5.7 on the approach, 10 strokes total. He's clearly crushing the ball in these type of conditions, but let's see what happens in these windier conditions. I think that's going to leave me to a underweight situation to the field. I do like Tommy Fleetwood at 8,300. 3,900 on the tee to green, 1.6 around the green. I really like to see those around the green numbers from Tommy. I just hope he can make enough putts on the weekend. Lanto Griffin shot really well today, 1.6 around the green. I think he's a decent play. Lots of guys I like from 8K and up. It's really hard to distinguish what kind of strategy to go with, but, I'm just going to pinpoint the guys that I've, been highlighting and talking about, and then kind of let the construction speak for itself. There are a couple guys here in the 6K range we'll get to that I really like for value. 7K, I do like Justin Rose. I, again, worry about what the wind will do to him. He hasn't been striking the ball really well, and I think anything to kind of throw him off will tailspin what he's worked so hard to gain. Shot 4 under today. 2.1 on the approach. I again, worry about the wind, but I think he's a decent play if the conditions stay okay. Kirk, Bezuidenhout, List, Hoffman, all decent plays. Marty Laird. Renaissance event for Martin Laird, 6.9 ball striking, 8.6 tee to green, 8.6 strokes tee to green for Martin Laird. He crushed it today, flat out, just killed it. I don't know what holds for Martin Laird because his consistency isn't there, but the ball striking numbers are there. I think he's, well within his own right to storm on the weekend. There's a lot of good names here at the top, and Marty Laird just doesn't seem to fit. But we'll see. I like Lee Westwood a little bit better. 4.6 tee to green, 3.2 ball striking, 2.1 on the approach. Another Englishman who just won the Euro Tour Championship. I think people sleep on that for Lee Westwood. He's 7,200. I think he's a pretty good core play. Richie Winrisky, Tyler Duncan, Danny Lee, I think are decent plays in the 6K range. My favorite play is Bobby McIntyre, playing over on Europe, 6,800. This lefty's really good, 2.7 tee to green, 2.4 ball striking. I think Bobby Mack is in for a good weekend. Gordon's a decent play, and let's see if I can get this right. Jazz Janawantapond shot 7 under today, low round of the field, 6,100, 6 strokes tee to green, 4.9 ball striking, and 3.6 on the approach. Jazzy J is what I'll go nickname him because I don't want to say that last name again. But yeah, Jazzy J is a decent play. 6,100. What more can you ask for in that price tag? I think you're not expecting much, and if he's going to continue to hit the ball like this, he's a great GPP play. Maybe even cash with that price tag. You're not asking for much of a floor. But that'll do it for the weekend plays. Really excited for the weekend. If you want to find us on the Discord, you can get core lineups for the weekend and round 4. Find that link in the Twitter handle for our company, FSI _at DFS. And you can find me and my partner, JCool19. And we'll see you there. And thank you very much.